two. All right, take one.
Welcome to Bomb Mom Chronicles. Hi everybody, we're back. I know you guys missed us. We always take a little.
Appreciate y'all reading it.
To y'all, okay? Hey, Danella, Jessica, Danielle, thank you for joining us. Sorry, I know we go MIA. We'll be gone for a couple of weeks, but we always come back for you, for y'all.
Oh, I like that. There.
Clear view. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving, holidays? How's that been going for you guys? Comment right into us. We got a couple of topics we're going to be talking about today. Our last episode, we talked a little bit about T.I. and how he would go with his daughter to her gynecologist, and our opinions on on that and what type of person we thought he was based off of that. So after that, he did a Red Table Talk interview, Jada Pinkett's show, and it was really eye-opening about the type of man he is. And from that, we kind of got...
What do you mean?
I'll let you elaborate on that.
No, I want to know what you mean. I think that you have a very strong point of view about him.
So, the type of man that he is, he's a narcissist. He's a narcissist.
Why you say that?
Okay? For a lot of points. We're going to get into that a little later in this show. That's one of our other topics. So once we briefly touch on that interview with him and Jada Pinkett and Tiny, and as well as their marriage too, they dropped some stuff about the cheating and the divorce and everything like that. So we're going to get into that. And then...
Everybody excuse her gel t-shirt.
Anyway, this is not a gel t-shirt. This is the V-neck with the gold chains. You know, like I just worked out.
Gold chains.
Like, you know, I'm chilling. I got sweatpants on.
Sweatpants, hair top. Okay.
I like to be comfortable. Okay.
Anyways, so
we're gonna talk about narcissism.
Narcissism.
Mm-hmm. Narcissism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all know what I meant. Narcissism after the T.I. and Tiny interview.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know what a narcissist is.
Go ahead.
A narcissist
Drop
is
it on them.
pretty much somebody just who lacks empathy for others.
But there's different types, though.
Yeah, but none of us are psychologists.
We're not going to break it down, but we just wanted to touch a little bit on it because of the traits that T.I. was showing from that interview, and we kind of formed our opinion based off of that. And then we watched a really good interview following, which was also a Red Table Talk interview. What's the doctor's name?
Her name is Dr. Romney something. But you can find her on YouTube on Med Circle.
And she's a specialist in it. So her interview followed theirs, and all of the traits that she was saying, you know, were the traits we were seeing in him. And so we decided to make that a topic and see how you can relate that in your relationship in today's society. And the third topic was going to be what?
When it's appropriate to stop whooping your child.
Hands-on. So hands-on discipline. When is an appropriate age to stop the hands-on discipline with your child?
Yeah.
Or your technique on discipline?
Not you, but y'all took hands-on.
Okay. So those are going to be the three topics for today. And Anikwa, Sid, thank you for joining us. Everybody go ahead and start your watch parties. Let everybody know we're going live right now. We need to get more viewers in so we can get more topics out there. Hey, Chantel, thank you for watching. Reniqua, thank you for watching. That's not her?
No.
Telly?
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Is that her name, right?
Yes.
Sorry. Hey, Telly. Hey, Jessica. Jessica just left us a comment. She says, my dad was just as bad. He came all the way home from work because the doctor wouldn't give him my STD's test results. Made me call them and told me to put it on speaker, which was what? I couldn't see. Can you just get your arms longer than mine?
Okay.
and made me call them, told me to put it on speaker, which I felt was clearly none of his business, and I was 18, 19 years old. Yeah, that's over protective, controlling, all of that. At that point, when you're an adult, you have the option to not, let him know. You should have stood your ground on it. You should have been like, Dad, I'm 18, 19, I
How
can
do
let
you
you
get
know.
away with that if you're grown and
He made her put it on speakerphone, but she didn't have to. But I'm sure she didn't want to get into any conflict with him or anything like that. But I would have felt uncomfortable. I was like, Dad, I don't know. I think I want to talk to Mom about this or something like that. But if anything was wrong, I'd let you know. But right now, this is a bit much. Okay. So, hey Sid, thanks for joining us. Everybody tuning in right now, go ahead and start your watch parties. Musa,
The camera.
it's delayed.
No, this is wrong.
The video.
Yeah.
So go ahead and chime in. Go ahead and leave your comments, your questions. If you guys haven't seen the Red Table Talk interview with T.I. and Tiny,
please go watch it. It is only 20 minutes. It's
on
technically
Facebook.
it's 40 minutes, but it's broken down into 2 parts. So
Right.
it's really not that long, and it's very interesting. It's very funny.
Yeah, sorry I can't talk about it. I didn't watch it.
I told her to watch
She
it.
told me to
She
watch
didn't do
it,
her homework like
but
she
I
was
didn't.
supposed
I'm
to.
sorry.
But it was, well, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and tell them a little bit about it. Just hit some points on it. Yeah, I mean, hardly me either.
Well, I do remember clearly that when they asked about his son, or they brought the topic up about his son, it was disregarded. Like, he didn't pay no attention to it. So that's what I mean by he's a narcissist, because his son is only, what, like 16? You know? And he's having sex, so when they had that conversation with him, it was like, it didn't even
Very
matter. He was
biased,
like,
like,
okay, but
right.
back to what we were talking about, though. We weren't talking about him.
Right,
So,
right. One-sided bias. And the points that he was trying to make. Well, okay, so first of all, he kind of retracted what he said, because he was like, well, I didn't mean it in that way. Like, I don't go in the exam room with her. A lot of people thought that. I don't ask this or this and that, whatever. But he did want to know, what was it called? Her hymen?
yeah. And they told him, Jada Pinkett and her mom told him that can break at any moment. And,
Right. From riding a horse.
Or anything.
And
right.
He
didn't care. He was like,
oh, I didn't know that. He was like, I don't apologize for what I said, but I apologize to my daughter in not being so sensitive to that topic.
we gotta show our bracelets off. Sorry.
You guys, look what our mom made
Our
us.
momager.
So cute.
Momager. We have bracelets.
Okay,
Little sister. Mine is middle sister.
Mine is big sister.
And big sister. Yes.
Tatted.
She made them, okay? She made them for us. They're so cute. I love it.
You can order yours at her local.
Yeah, you can. She makes the
Yes, she
jewelry. You can visit her website, because I mean, a lot of you guys are some of her followers. I know that you guys know her, so go to her website. She can make jewelry, customize it, see what she has on there. Go get some stuff. She got some holiday specials going on.
Hold on.
Okay.
Somebody said, I can't. Y'all dog an old girl to your far left. It's hurting my feelings. Sisters are sisters.
Nobody's dogging nobody. I'm sorry. I have my head down.
Girl,
what are you talking
Do
about?
you have sisters? You sound kind of lonely. Hold on, who's this?
No, I don't understand. I don't mean what she's saying.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah,
Thank you.
elaborate
Yeah.
what you're saying, please.
Danielle Brown just made a comment that I don't know.
Read
She
that.
I don't know
said,
if
I can't. Y'all are dogging old girl. Her name is Kemi. Kemi, actually. Is hurting my feelings.
Please
Sisters are
elaborate.
sisters.
Please elaborate. 'Cause
Elaborate
we
what
don't
you said.
understand what you mean right now, because
In the midst of us showing off
I
our
don't know.
bracelets,
I don't know whether I should be offended or you was just trying to be funny about something.
I don't know, but scroll down and see what they said. If they
Anyways.
replied.
No. Come on, Danielle.
Okay. Anyway, we don't know what just happened with that, but yeah. If you didn't see that, like, sisters are sisters, yeah. Do you see how the three of us got up
We can show
on
you
it like
how
that?
much sisters we are.
Okay.
We
Period.
can show you better.
There
than
is
we can
not
tell
okay. If that's the case, if not, I apologize. I did not have.
Anyway, on to the topic.
On to the topic. So, yeah. So back to the Red Table Talk interview with T.I. and Tiny. Jada Pinkett was explaining to him that your hymen can be broken by doing other stuff or whatever the case might have been, and he basically just apologized for not being sensitive to that topic and to his daughter's feelings and how she felt about that information being put out there and being misconstrued the way it did. So he says.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like he was just trying to cover it up, and that's what
Yeah.
I mean by a narcissist, because
Yeah.
he was literally saying, like, everybody took his words out of context. Like, you literally said you go and check her hymen
right,
every time she goes to the doctor.
right,
How do you take that out of context?
right. I mean, it is what it is. It's just too much.
It's like-
it's too personal. That I believe that the mom should be someone
Mhm.
to go over that information, and then maybe she can share it with the father.
Mhm.
But for him to just directly just be on it like that, I think that's a bit personal for an
Is that a different
18-year-old.
one over there?
Yeah, that's YouTube.
Oh.
Mhm.
Hey, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Hey,
So we're on both
Everybody.
right now.
reaching out to y'all and y'all. Okay. Anyway, hey Baba, thank you for joining us. Nichelle, thank you for joining us. For everybody just now tuning in, we're going over the Red Table Talk interview.
Do y'all think being a virgin is sacred?
That's a comment we got from Phil Jones. Do y'all think being a virgin is sacred?
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Ma.
Hi.
I call her Nikki.
Hey, Ma. So, my personal opinion about being a virgin. Today's society, I think that everything is so, there's no set in stone. You know, everything's so open and fluid, and maybe this by curious or straight or whatever. There's so many different ways to be that.
Sex is so open now. It's such
It's
looked
an
at
open
like
thing.
like nothing now,
Right.
almost.
Right.
Because there's people who've had sex on the first night and who've been married for years.
Right.
And then there's people who waited until they got married and that person cheated on them and whatever, they divorced, whatever. But
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
hey, Destiny.
Hey,
Destiny.
I wouldn't necessarily say that I look at being a virgin as sacred, but it's something you should hold on to as long as you can for somebody that you really feel for.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you give up your virginity to somebody that ends up being a dog and you misjudged them, thought they were a good person, it's okay, because as long as you protect yourself from there on out, you're learning, you're not misusing your body
Mm-hmm.
or allowing anybody to disrespect you. There's a certain way you have to carry yourself, and just because you're not a virgin doesn't mean that you're any less sacred or valuable.
I think that virginity is only sacred for children or
Right.
until people who are not of age to make responsible decisions after sex and before
the consequences
sex
and
or whatever.
the things that come with it.
Okay, I have a question for you ladies. You ladies don't have a little girl. I do. So, I don't know how I'm going to go about the situation with talking to her about the
birds and the
bees. Just like with Terrell. I couldn't really talk to him, so I had Brother ADINKRA, stepdad, talk to him about it. But I don't know how I'm going to talk to her about it. Like, I don't know if I should be like T.I., but then I don't want to be like T.I.
But you're a mother.
So
That's a little different because you have the same parts as her. You'll be the one going to the doctors with her. You're her mom. You're a woman, and you can teach her by your own examples. So
yeah,
I think
I know that part, but as far as like, what if she sneaks and does it or something?
But that's why I was about to say, I think the most important part is you learning how to build a friendship with her, but not too friendly.
Yeah, boundaries.
Like, know that she can come and talk to you if she's scared about something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not gonna. She might get in trouble,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
she needs to know that you're there for her. Like
Right.
you're gonna take care of her. If something happens, she can come to you. You're gonna take her to the doctor. You're gonna be there with her, whatever. But she'll get in more trouble if she hides it from you. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do, but I think the most important thing to do is to teach her that, like, you know, your body is your temple. So, although we're not, I mean, for like she said, for children, virginity is a sacred thing for children.
And you know, you might have to be a little open with her. You know, like have some conversations with her about some stuff.
I just hope she waits till later.
Yeah.
Because I know.
But you have,
we all
that's
hope.
what you have to tell
They
her.
all hope.
You have to tell her, like, you have to tell her, like,
hope.
it's important that you wait till you're older because you need to be responsible, or even, you know, an adult. So, hey Corey, thank you for joining us. Candy Rain, welcome back. Hello, Angel.
Candy Rain, I got it out wrong.
Angel, thank you for joining us. We were just touching just a little bit about. So we had a comment from one of our viewers asking if we thought that virginity was a sacred thing, and we was going into our opinions about that.
And you missed somebody trying to make some slick remark, you know.
Oh, Candy, yeah, somebody said something about y'all. What did you say? Y'all dogging those. Why are you out in the camera?
She got in trouble.
Oh, sis to the left or something like that. And we're like dogging who?
No,
we're all sisters
girl.
here. Oh girl, or something like that.
Her feelings are hurt. Talking about her feelings is hurt.
We were trying to figure out what she meant by that because we don't play those type of games. Number one, but she didn't ever elaborate, so we kind of got a little bit offended.
And just to clarify, just in case anybody else is out there feeling weird or whatever, just like the other girl, we are a little bit more goofy, and our personalities are a little bit more big and out, you know. And she's just more quiet.
Our sister, she's a quiet one, yeah. So
but I'm also a little tired and I worked. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning.
That too.
Yeah. So.
But that's just us. Like,
don't think I'm ever left out.
No.
Okay?
Or that we would ever leave her, or that we would ever leave her out.
We always share our ugly jokes with her, even
everything.
if she don't laugh or
even
whatever.
We bother her anyway.
Anyways,
she don't want to be bothered.
Yeah,
this
is in my room. That's why I gotta lock my door down.
Bother her, you know. And we're just goofy, and we just
that's all it is.
Our kids, the little ones, they be all together all the time because they're close in age. So, you know.
They're brother cousins,
right?
sisters.
Even though the four of them are all close, you know, very close in age. But anyway, going back to the topics. So you missed us talking a little bit about the Red Table Talk interview with T.I. and Tiny on Jada Pinkett's show.
If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's on Facebook. Red Table Talk. It's broken down into 2 parts.
It was a good interview.
20 minutes each. Really funny, really interesting, very educating.
And so we were talking about T.I. and the traits that he was exhibiting and how he's a narcissist. I mean, I agree with the point of him wanting to protect his daughter. Okay, but he took it a bit far, and he knows he did, and he doesn't care, basically. So
go see. Please go see it for yourself.
So we touched on that, and leading into our second topic, which is about
being in a relationship with a narcissist. How do you know you're in a relationship with a narcissist?
Right. So
basically, what I can say from past experiences, I ain't gonna point no elbows. No, but for real. Basically, when you express to someone how you feel about something, and they don't immediately like try to fix it or try to apologize for what they did for hurt your feelings. Instead, they're gonna belittle you. They're gonna tell you that how you feel don't make sense. They're gonna tell you you're making a big deal.
Right.
How do you even make this up in your head? Like, they're gonna make you feel like you're stupid for even thinking. Like, how dare you think that I can hurt your feelings?
Right.
I'm so perfect.
Right.
That's how they are.
That's true.
Look out for that.
So the lack of empathy, the fact that they expect everybody to praise them, and
that's why they don't like to be wrong.
Don't like to be wrong and seen as a bad person. and always find ways to justify what they're saying
Mhm.
or make it to where you, like you said, like
But all while justifying their point, they're hurting they're belittling you and they're insulting you.
Right.
And when you start to question, like, when I tell him how I feel, how's he gonna take this? Or is he gonna listen to me and actually understand what I'm saying? Then you're probably in a relationship with a narcissist.
Because if you can't feel comfortable enough to be open and express the way you feel, and have, even if that person doesn't agree, just have them listen and understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, baby. I hear you saying that I did this and it hurt your feelings. But when a person is telling you, like, your feelings ain't hurt from that, like, how are you gonna tell me that my feelings are not hurt?
Mm-hmm.
That's a narcissist. Like, that's some of the obvious traits that you know that. But there are different types of narcissists that the psychologist, what's her first name?
Romney.
Dr. Romney, the psychologist, she is a specialist in that.
Yeah,
she's really good. She's really good. Her videos were really informational.
And she breaks it down to where you can understand it, where it doesn't sound like gibberish, and it doesn't sound like you're listening to a whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Like she's using all these big words and all that. No,
Yeah.
it's not like that. No, she explained it to where you can understand it. And she was on the Red Table
It's
Talk
kind of
too.
scary because I was looking at the videos like, oh my god.
So many things that you could relate. So many things. And they said, like, a lot of the times narcissists might come from rough backgrounds or bad.
Oh.
Well, we're having a conversation. They're a part of our conversation too. We're looking at the camera and each other.
Yes.
Welcome, Tanisha. Thank you for joining us.
Wait, Kenny Ring
Do you
said
think that
their marriage is toxic. She's just saying her opinion.
Okay, Tiny and
is.
Yeah, there is some toxicity in there.
You'll see it, but you'll see that they're toxic and they know it and they love each other.
Anyway,
they don't even care.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Do you think that it's a condition that's real or made up mental condition?" I feel like
I wouldn't say it's like a condition, but it's definitely personality traits.
I feel like there's no born narcissist. That's what she said. She's a psychologist. There's no born narcissist.
They're taught. Yeah.
It's taught by what you see, what's been done to you.
Right. Things you've gone through. The way that what your parents instill in you.
Right.
All of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it is real.
Yeah, I think
it's definitely real, and it can't.
Right.
I feel like it can't really be fixed. I feel like they can, because there's so many different levels of narcissism.
It's learned personality traits that have been developed from experience.
So psychologists are crazy, but she's not. So
yeah, but even if that doesn't have nothing to do with nothing. What I'm saying is narcissism it's traits. I think that they are personality traits that have been developed and learned. Not like a bodily condition.
Right.
Not like that. No. They developed these traits. They learned them. They over time, it's happened from their experiences and the things they've gone through, people they've been open to, or family or whatever. It's a developed condition that it's personality condition, not internal or whatever.
Psychologists
or genetic, not like genetic or
psychiatric.
Psychologists need psychiatrists.
Psychiatrists. I thought you said
Mom.
psychiatrists.
Anyway, well, she's not talking about it. She's not talking about
They made it up.
That is not made up. There's real
No,
narcissism.
Mom, it's true.
Donald Trump is a narcissist. We can all.
That's true.
This man.
People have those
narcissist,
traits.
Okay?
They just put a name to those traits.
Yeah,
that's all it is. They made a name
Candy
for the
Ring
trait.
said, I think everyone has some
Mom's is bugging us.
Okay, so listen.
Everybody can have.
Right, there's the difference. You can have narcissistic traits, and you can have a narcissistic personality disorder.
Yeah.
Where you have been what do they call it? Diagnosed by a psychologist that you're a narcissist. Based off your conversations with them, they'll ask you certain questions and ask you about things that you've been through, just to see how you react and see how entitled and how perfect you think you are and how you don't see no wrong in any situation that you do.
I can't really tell you what I think because I really don't know. I didn't look up the whole thing of narcissists. I heard parts of what they said, but I didn't hear parts of what they said.
I've been obsessed with this
So,
topic since last year.
I have
even
to
before
do
any
my
of this
own
came out.
research on it for me to
Form
speak
an
on
opinion.
it. Yeah, for my opinion on it.
Yeah, I promise you, Kim, if you watch it,
Mhm.
You'll
start
think
thinking of
about
people
your
like,
relationships, and you'll be like, wow,
this
they
is
really
why
were like
that didn't work out, because
Yeah.
they're a narcissist. There's no way
Yeah.
that they could understand how I feel, because they don't care. All they care about is their self. And the thing is, it's not even that they don't care, because once you finally walk away from them and they come back and they do this big gesture and they try to get you back to when, you know, whatever, that's really for them, because they feel so empty by that hole that's in their heart is empty, insecure.
Find validation.
Right. So
Yeah,
that's what it
yeah.
is.
Mom's
It's not that,
selfishness is narcissism.
yeah, they're selfish. They're
all of that.
entitled. They're
Selfishness is it's part of it. They just put a name to all of those personality, those traits in one. If they're a narcissist. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was our little bit on narcissism. We didn't write down or jot down any of the different types, but we just wanted to touch on that a little bit because of that interview with T.I. and the traits that we've seen in him. And then the following interview with that Dr. Romney is also one of the Red Table Talk interviews. So you guys go look out.
she
Go
said
look
it's
up.
new school nonsense.
And she said she old school selfishness. We
Yeah,
said all of that.
Somebody
That's how
understand.
long. That's how long y'all been up.
You sound like you don't want to be
26.
wrong.
Okay.
So in case y'all wonder.
Okay. So yeah, we just wanted to touch a little bit on that. Go and watch both of those
But
interviews.
you know,
They're really
it's
good.
funny that she said that's new school nonsense, because a psychologist actually touched on the generation before us. You know, back then, how it's a lot of narcissists that came from that time because of how they were raised.
The baby boomers.
Because of how they
were raised. Yeah.
So like they don't know what narcissist is. They're like,
They don't even realize that they are or have these traits.
Right. It's like,
yeah.
Whatever.
They said the baby boomers
all
were
of this
ones.
is all of this is on the interviews. You guys gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Right, the millennials. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, look at Mom. I'm messing with y'all.
Yeah, stop messing with us.
We know. So, for all of you guys that are just joining, we were touching a little bit on narcissism. We went over the interviews for the Red Table Talk for
We showed off our
T.I.
bracelet.
T.I. and Tiny, and then Dr. Romney on narcissism. That's why we touched on that. We showed off our sister bracelets. So she has little sister. I have middle sister. She has
big sister. My
My
birthday's next month. It's a month away.
Our mom made these. Our momager made these.
Christmas is coming, so get
She
your
made
loved
some.
ones some customized
Everybody,
jewelry.
our momager made these up here.
Tell her what
on
you
YouTube.
want. She'll make it for you. Customize it. You see, look, you got the little rhinestone details. Little sis, cute.
And I'll be accepting gifts too.
For her birthday. Her birthday is January 5th, y'all. We are going out. Ooh, you guys want to see us?
I'll be
Should we
31.
do a Mom Chronicles while we're getting ready?
Oh my gosh, get ready with us.
Y'all want to get ready? Y'all want to get
Oh
ready
my
with
gosh,
us?
that's gonna be so
Get ready with Bomb
fun.
Chronicles for my 31st birthday.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
and-
gonna be so fun. We're gonna be tipsy.
We were thinking about having like
Show
a party
YouTube.
too between Christmas and New
Show
Year's.
YouTube. Oh,
Oh, yes.
YouTube.
These are our bracelets. Our momager made them for us. Little sister, middle sister, and big sister.
Yes.
They're so cute.
They're customized.
Lightweight. They're
Christmas
customized.
is coming. Valentine's Day is coming. Get your loved ones some customized jewelry.
And she has specials going on for the holidays. So you guys go to her website now. So, yes, like we were saying, we're going out and we were thinking about having a party around between Christmas or New Year's or something like that. That would be fun to go live. I mean, get
We're
ready
gonna
for the
start
party.
doing stuff like that with you guys, because we've been slacking, but
We should go live.
a lot of our life
for
has been on the
Christmas.
go.
Yeah, it's been on the
So
go.
we should probably start taking you guys on the go
with us. That would be so fun and
Um,
interesting for you guys to go with us on all of our journeys.
Yeah.
Christmas brunch. We can record that.
Mm-hmm.
We plan on having an all women
Y'all need to hype it
business
up.
brunch.
What we need to hype up?
What?
Hype me.
Hype everything up. Our brunch, our party. Y'all want to go on the go with us? We should start putting some flyers out, guys. Like,
Hey,
Mom
Valerie.
Chronicles on the go. Tune in.
Valerie.
No, not where we're going. Just tune in. Bomb Mom Chronicles on the go. Tune in. Like, yeah, we're not trying to
Get ready with Bomb Mom Chronicles
I was scared a little bit.
for my 31st.
Yeah, that's gonna be so fun.
We're not,
Vlogging,
obviously we can't disclose location, but y'all will be seeing us in party
Okay,
with
so
us.
this is what we all need to do. All three of us, we need to go get selfie. Wait, hold on. How are we gonna do this? On one phone?
One phone has to go live.
It's when we all going somewhere like a trip. We have to always be together.
Hello.
Somebody's at the door.
Y'all want a glass of Hennessy? Yeah, where's the glass of Hennessy?
Of course, yes, we want a glass of Hennessy.
Please bring the Hennessy in.
We're broadcasting live.
Yes, of course. Can we?
Can
Who
we
has
have
it?
Yeah, can we have the Hennessy?
Y'all want a glass of Hennessy? Oh, that's
Where?
what y'all giving a spin with?
Where?
Girl sisters.
Gross sisters from the Pride family.
That's us for real.
For all of the
That's us
millennials.
for real.
We're gonna be there for Halloween. We're the same shape.
Yep.
We have.
Cartoon version.
Exactly.
What the heck is wrong? Hey, I'm
coughing.
gonna get some teeth that stick all the way out.
Oh my god. I know what they look like. I'm gonna be the short one with the hat. Was there one with glasses?
They all had cornrows, right?
Oh yeah, they had cornrows. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the big one, the biggest one. So yeah, we're contemplating taking you guys on the go with us. For her 31st birthday, maybe we'll have a little party. You guys can tune in live with us on that because we're always on the go. That's why we've been having a little bit of a hard time tuning in with you guys like we're supposed to. We're so sorry. We're sorry, okay? Y'all sorry?
We're sorry.
Hello?
Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry. Hey. Laurie.
No.
Laurie.
Anyway, so yeah, we're sorry. We're gonna try our best to be more consistent. It's hard being bomb moms and keeping this going. We know that you guys want to tune in with us. We know that you guys have been faithfully watching us. Thank you for always coming back to see us. The new people over on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Please start watch parties, share, subscribe. Come tune in with us. We're gonna start taking you guys on the go, so there's no excuse for us to be missing you or you to miss us, because we gonna be right there. So y'all gonna party with us a couple times? We should take them to our regular errand stuff, like the grocery store.
Okay.
With the kids.
I mean, we could do that. Show them what we pick out to eat for the kids and stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
We can show them we go to dinner.
Yeah.
When we do our family dinners or whatever, sister dinners,
Okay.
all that.
We're gonna do that with y'all.
We're going on vacation.
Puerto Rico 2020. No
Girls
passport
trip.
needed.
Okay, it's gonna be a girl trip.
Girl
We're
trip.
going.
No
All
kids.
kids staying with their nana.
All kids.
Hey Nana, all the kids gonna be right
here. We're chill.
Okay. We're taking a trip. I don't know if that's gonna be my birthday trip, but we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna be 30, you guys. No more 20.
Dirty 30s. Oh my God, you guys are grown.
I know. We
I don't wanna
just
be
became
grown
adults.
no
So
more.
y'all gonna hop out
Just
the
became
20s
adults.
like that?
I mean, you got some time.
Yeah, you got
Young
5
grasshopper.
years.
Girl, I'm about to be
Young
25.
grasshopper, 25, okay? Can I get the line?
25.
So I'm gonna try to figure out a trip. I really want to do something like Jamaica for my birthday.
I know for my 32nd, I want to go to Bora Bora.
Bora Bora. Hey, that's where Kim Kardashian lost that diamond earring. I'm gonna go find it. She lost it in the
Candyman
ocean.
said flirty 30.
I like
Hey.
that. 30, because I'm not dirty. Period.
Y'all don't know her.
First of all, 30.
But we're not gonna get into that right now. We can talk about that another time.
Okay, so, who is this? Renee Nutet. Thank you for joining us. We've been talking a little bit about narcissism and a little bit about the Red Table Talk.
Anybody, can you guys tell us who watches Red Table Talk? How many of you watch Red Table Talk, or follow the page, or comment on their post, or
It's
whatever.
a really good show.
Do you follow it on Facebook?
I think so, yeah. I think I follow them on Instagram. I follow them on Instagram. They have all the clips there, but you have to go to Facebook to watch the whole
entire
show.
clip.
Right. It's a really good show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they chewed him out.
Yeah, they
wasn't
got
having
to him.
it. Bless you.
Thank you.
They got to him. They was trying to make him see the woman's point of view, which we all agreed on. I guess it's a woman-man type of thing because it was on it.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was on it.
So they didn't let him slide, but I doubt if he understood. I think he just agreed because he was out. Right. Pretty much. But it is what it is. The interview was still a good interview. Obviously,
I think he learned a lot, though.
He definitely had some eye openers put to him. I mean, I hope he learned a lot.
I was very.
I hope he
know
did.
Tiny felt so good when Jaden was
Backing her up. Like, backing her up. Like, girl, I've been there, done that. I know what she's talking about, okay?
Do y'all think they asked all the right questions?
On the interview?
I think that the questions that they wanted to ask, they probably couldn't ask.
Right.
Like, they have certain, things that they have to go by. They can't be asking certain. I know they probably want to ask about Mayweather.
Right.
What's going on with him.
Right, I'm
Couldn't do
sure.
that.
But they probably, couldn't do that. But I think they got their point across, though.
Yeah.
I do think that they got their point across. And
They definitely asked some pretty tough questions that had his back up against the wall.
They put him on the spot.
He was on the spot a few times. Y'all gotta go watch it. It's really good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Well, our time is coming to an end.
So long, farewell
to you, my friend. How long are we supposed to be on for?
I don't know.
Oh my God! I can't believe you just made that up.
Wow.
I think we're supposed to be on here for an hour. We've been on here 36 minutes, and I'm just going along with Kenny. Oh yeah.
Song.
Ken, thank you for joining us. Berkeley, thank you for joining us.
Who watches Red Table Talk? Tell us, please don't just come in here and look at us.
So we're talking about the interviews on the Red Table Talk, which is a really good show with Jada Pinkett. She interviewed T.I. and Tiny, which led us into our topic about narcissism in the relationship.
Yeah.
That was a really good topic. There's a doctor, Dr. Romney. I don't know her last name. She also has an interview and a YouTube page that you can look up.
Candy Rain said, sad they hurting that girl's feelings and embarrass her. Poor girl, poor Deja. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Like, she was in wherever she was
I
with
would have been
Virgin.
embarrassed.
She didn't want to get in the camera. She took her page down. Like,
Yeah, I would be
everybody know that
embarrassed.
this grown woman, like, she felt like, oh my gosh, everybody knows I'm a virgin.
Right.
Whatever. Like,
I would definitely be embarrassed. That's a bit
Why?
too personal,
poor girl.
Even if she okayed that with her dad and her, or had some type of agreement with both of her parents or something like that, it should never have been put out there. So I agree. I would have been embarrassed. I would have been mad. So hopefully their family was able to work that out amongst themselves.
So we know
today, what?
I'm good.
sorry.
I'm good.
Okay, wait.
Go in there with that sugar. It's loud.
Go ahead. Well, sorry,
Sorry about that.
Moms have kids.
I was modeling my bracelet.
But we know our mom, Nikki Love, and bro Dinkra talked about this subject already. But
that is true.
Empathetic people.
Impact. So
Oh,
empath-
because
more than empathetic, it's people who actually feel like they can feel other people's feelings.
yes, because people who are empathetic and they come from good homes, they come from homes that are filled with love. I'm repeating all this stuff from the girl that is on Red Table Talk. So please go watch it because I am not a psychologist. But this is basically what she said was that because people that are empathetic and show love come from people or a home that was filled with love. So those kind of people, they try to fix people who are narcissists.
Yeah.
They try to understand why
they
they
understand and
are
help
insecure.
them. They feel
and,
like
because they can spot it out like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you're a narcissist because they can see how
They can
they
pick
lack
up.
empathy,
Yeah.
how they don't care, and how selfish they are and entitled, and the list goes on. But That's what it is, and they attract them because they're insecure, and they want somebody to. They really want somebody to save them, but they don't want to admit it, and you will never hear them admit it. So that's why they attract them, and it's pretty much it's easy.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah, because I consider myself to be like empath. Or
me too. Even
like
though I'm meaner than you,
I consider myself to be that, but it's so much more like.
But we came from a house filled with love.
We all came from a house filled with love, but like for me, like I think with the way that I'm very sensitive, and I think that when I look at other people and I always want to help other people, I feel like I can almost feel their pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody's really sad, I can feel it. Like it hurts my own heart. Or like if somebody's like
that's just like
overjoyed and happy. Like
that's because we seen mom doing it. Like the narcissists. That's how they was growing up. They seen that.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen me in love, and that's how we're gonna be because we saw mom doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and I think that they do attract them, like you said, for that very reason, because those are people who don't even they want to be saved because they know that they have these internal issues, and so this mask that they have up all their life, or this facade that they always have to put up because of their ego and their narcissistic traits, that they need to be saved, but they're not. They can never swallow their pride enough to admit it.
Yeah.
So then these empathic people come along who feel sorry and they can see through all their BS. They can see that they need healing and they need help, and they need a companion, somebody to understand them and listen to them.
She said something
they
very
get taken advantage of.
Yeah, she said something very shocking. She said that out of all her clients and all her patients, her least amount of patients are narcissists, because she was like, there's only like 15 or 16 people that come and see me and actually admit like I'm a narcissist and I need help because I don't want to be this way. But she said it's like that because a lot of people don't even know they're narcissists. They can't realize it.
They don't even realize, narcissists don't even realize when they are being ugly, like being mean or being selfish. They don't even realize it until it dawns on them that either somebody does it back to them or somebody has to, dishing out the same thing that they do to you to them. They learn that way. Like, you can't just say that hurt my feelings, don't do it again. They don't even know why that hurt, because in their minds they're like, that's not something that will hurt my feelings. So what are you hurt for? What are you mad about? So like they learn by things being done back to them. I learned that. That's how
they learn by things being back to them, but at the same time
they can't take what they dish out either.
Period. Because if you was to do the same thing that they do to you, they have a quicker like, oh, you want to try me? How dare you? I'm perfect.
Right.
You know, like, no.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's a whole nother thing. When their feelings is hurt, it's a whole nother thing.
Right. It's the end of the world.
If you don't go to them and try to, see if everything is okay or whatever, even then, sometimes it might not even work. But if you don't go to them and try to see if everything's okay and try to give them a dose of their own medicine,
it's the end.
Oh.
It's always like that. Like, let me do the same thing you did to me, and all hell is going to break loose. But when it's done to me in the time, before you felt it back, when it was done to me in the beginning, and I tried to tell you what hurt me, you blew it off like it was nothing.
Like it was nothing.
Like it was nothing until you went through it, and now you want to act like, it's the end of the world because I did this back to you. No, like, this is what it feels like. And now you had to learn the hard way, causing this, all this extra tension. That's why relationships are like that. When they get, what's that?
Our mother dearie said, y'all all are.
Empath.
Talking about being empathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. But yeah, I definitely think they attract
I think Paul
one
might
another.
be the least empathetic, only because he's a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy, so he don't care as much.
But he's
also
not a
young.
narcissist though. Our brother is not.
He's not
a narcissist.
Yeah, he's not.
He might be a little butthole, but he's not a narcissist.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He
have
definitely
those type
feels.
of, yeah. He's empathetic for sure.
So don't get somebody confused. That might be a little tough and harder to show their emotions as a narcissist, because it could be hard to distinguish. That's why you
Mm-hmm.
please go watch this lady. I'm telling you, she will teach you everything you want to know about, and it's very. Just take it upon yourself to just go look and research different things and different other type of personality disorders, because I feel like I learned a lot about myself, not in the narcissism case, more so in the OCPD. That's what is it?
What is OCD for? Something
Obsessive compulsive personality disorder. But I'm not saying I have that. Please don't. I'm not like that.
But just so we're talking about the traits of certain stuff,
so,
whatever they, diagnose it as. But anyway, about
she
that.
said, nope, he is the worst.
Oh,
yeah.
Paul, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, you'll find a lot of traits in, and I believe that narcissists, maybe they can't fully change, but I do think that they can realize some of their ways and actually put an effort to trying to be better. But I do think that those are traits that people will always have, even if they have to calm themselves down and be like, well, let me not think like that. But if their initial thought is still that, then you still have those traits.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, please, y'all gotta go see it, because there's so many different kind of narcissists. There's certain kind of narcissists that lie, cheat, and steal, and there's certain kind that no, for real. There's certain ones that don't. It's so crazy. She said, "Don't promote their show." I'm not.
Who?
Red Templeton. Oh, she's talking. I'm talking about the psychologist. I'm not talking about the show.
No, the psychologist. Yeah. But no, we got our own shows. We know
She
you
has-
got a show. Mom.
She has articles. I'm not promoting her show. She's a psychologist.
It's-
She don't got no show.
She got books. She has
interviews on other people's shows.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Mom, you
that's
spelled there wrong. I'm sorry.
Grammar Nazi.
Mom, you spelled there wrong. Sorry. Okay, back to the topic.
They are not promoting your shows. They not.
Maybe she meant better.
You beat her.
I think she meant better. I hurt my nail.
But like I was saying earlier, Miss Nikki and Brother ADINKRA and what's his name?
I'm giving them more light.
What?
They touched the topic about when should you stop.
Yes.
Yeah, that was gonna be.
Disciplining.
Well, that was gonna be. Sorry not to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that was gonna be our third topic, but our momager and Brother ADINKRA started. They already talked about that same thing. We didn't even realize it, but we did want to just touch a little bit about our opinion on it.
Yeah, because that's the parents and we're the kids. So
now y'all get to see our side. Okay. So
She gonna put it there after.
So the question is, what age is appropriate for us to stop using hands-on discipline with our children? Go ahead and send in your comments. I'm gonna go ahead and get these two lovely
please send in your comments.
opinions. Yeah, interact.
Hello.
With us. You guys know we like
Are
it better.
you there?
We like
need
it better.
interaction in the
interact with us.
conversation.
I was trying to think of his name. Samin.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Nikki Love, bro.
Yeah.
Samin.
Yeah, so yeah, they already touched on it. So send in your comments because we want
Please.
we want y'all to interact with us. It's boring when we're on here by
Like, we just gotta
ourselves.
Yeah, we only got one person,
Hello.
Nikki Love,
Hello.
harassing us.
Yeah,
And
momager.
she's back there. Oh,
Y'all join
Okay,
in.
depends on the child.
Okay.
Lauren said depends on the child.
Depends on the child. What do you mean?
As far as behavior,
Okay.
so I personally feel like we didn't even discuss is it a difference between male and female.
Okay, so
Because I would feel kind of crazy whooping CJ with a belt at 16 and he's all the way up here and I'm like,
So is that what you're talking about, Lauren? Depends on the child if it's a
okay.
if it's a female or a male. Is that what you're talking about, Lauren?
Oh.
yeah, because that's
Okay, let's touch a little bit on all of it. So
like for me,
for you, for your son, your male boy, what age do you think is appropriate to stop using hands-on?
For me, okay, I personally feel like Okay, so I feel like for me, the mommy, 13, 14, because he's gonna be big, so I'll let his dad whoop him or whatever, box him, whatever he needs to do with him, his son. But if I had a little girl, it would be like 16 because I feel like females should handle their daughters, period. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sorry.
So Candy Rain said depends on their maturity when the hands-on no longer works for her.
Or what?
When the hands-on no longer works, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends on all of that. I agree with the age thing, cause like, after like when you might say I'm little, when you get to my same height, like either I'm gonna grab a bat or I have to call
you're still
your
gonna
dad.
get slapped.
I have to call your dad or I'm gonna.
I'll slap you.
Oh yeah, I don't think I don't know. I can't say that I want to be like hitting on my kid like that. But if they were that type of kid, first of all, I strive to raise my child not to have to let me put my hands on him. Period. Because I strive for that. Right now they're little. Of course they got to get their little pops. Of course they got to get this and that. I strive for that. But as they get older, I want my child to be disciplined enough to where you need to listen to what I said. If I gotta get a belt to hit you, yeah, it's gonna be bad. And or either that, or I'm gonna call your dad, and he can handle you because whatever he do is gonna be way worse than what I do.
Right.
So I'm telling you right now, if you don't listen to me, get your daddy. He's gonna get in that behind.
And that's it. But as far as boys, like, what age did y'all stop getting?
No, Lawrence made another comment above.
That's
so
funny.
Lauren said, she said, nah, boy or girl, but some kids need their ass beat till at least 14. Yeah, some kids do. Somebody said, Valerie said, LOL, a bat. Mom said, what age did y'all, what she say, stop getting whoopings?
When was my last one? This is not fair because Lisi never got whoopings. Because she was always
Did they get off that table, please?
not doing stuff. And
okay, they don't come back in here while we're on the show.
she had a boyfriend that she was in a long time relationship with, so she didn't get in trouble. She didn't get in trouble. So me and Kevin got
last time I got
in trouble for growing up.
whooping.
So we went through the normal things in life while Lisi was married. We went through the normal things in life that we got in trouble for.
Last time I got in trouble, I got dragged out the car in the middle circle at Lake Royal.
Oh my God!
I was looking out the window, the round thing. I was like,
oh God! I remember it briefly. I don't remember it that much.
the neighbor came outside.
Yeah, they never came outside.
I never had a real whooping. I kind of got, jerked around or yelled at.
You need that little thing that goes,
Yeah.
on my eye. I was doing something I wasn't supposed to. We got some more questions.
The last time I got a beating, let me think about it, because, hold on, it's going to take me a
You're
minute.
going to go back to the other comments after that? Wait, let her tell.
Lauren says she threatens more than anything.
Yeah, and at this point, because our boys are little, 3 and 4, and then my niece and nephew are older, 7 and 11. So
I have to get the belt.
She does. For us, we do get the belt here and there, but we try our best to time out, threaten, pop before we get the real belt because they're still little. But at this point, like my son, he's at the age where he's just came out of baby. Now he's a little kid, so some stuff I have to deal with it accordingly. So it's really hard for me to transition from pops to real spankings because his little face I still feel bad,
his
but
little voice.
His little voice I still feel bad, but he needs to be disciplined. I do discipline him.
So I remember my last whooping, and it was when I don't know why, but somebody found my picture on Facebook, and I was standing behind this boy or whatever, and we were touching a little bit, and I got in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, so
I was 14 though.
Ken said maybe middle school, going into high school, and Valerie said high school is too old to be getting beans.
Yeah, if it's a girl, 9th grade is still 9th, 10th grade. I'm still gonna whip you. If you come home,
It depends on what it is. If you try to get up,
Come home pregnant.
if you come home pregnant,
I'm whooping.
It's
your
over with.
behind. And you 15, 16, I'm whooping you. I don't care if you're in high school.
I'm gonna whoop you. I'm gonna slap
Now
you.
we just talked about this. Lauren said, "Now if they ever want to get froggy, we can hit."
Yeah, how old?
Yeah.
Oh, you feeling froggy?
Yes.
Okay.
You feel like you old enough to jump up in my face? Okay.
All right, let's
That's a
fight.
bet.
Let's fight. 15.
Come on,
What?
run it, run it.
Now.
Yes.
Okay.
Candy Rain said, I don't really put hands on my boys because I know a lot of times it be spirits influencing these children.
Yeah, I think sometimes that will be the case, but it's other circumstantial times that kids just know better. You know right from wrong. You knew, I already told you one time, don't do this again, and you did it again. So guess what? Okay?
I'm coming.
Okay, it's some stuff is circumstantial. I do believe that there can be like deeper issues with spiritual stuff and things like that. But circumstantial things, like I know now. Now I know I done told you to keep your fingers out the doggone frosting. And you would have did it again. Come here.
Yeah.
Give me that little hand. Give me that little hand. Yeah, so. But yeah, I think high school is a bit old when it starts to get into the boys,
Yeah, high
because
school is a
we're
bit
probably
older.
the same height.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can go. I'm gonna send them to your daddy's house. Your daddy under. I'm gonna send them to your uncle's house.
Somebody, I'm gonna send. It's gonna be some male hair. I'm gonna be
Somebody.
like, all right.
Somebody.
You think you a boy? You think you're the same height as me? You want to get in your mother's face? Oh yeah. Either you better be like, I don't have a bat, or I'm gonna call your uncle, somebody, your daddy, somebody.
Somebody gonna help you. I'm gonna knock you down.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
knocked out
my
like
best.
that,
Okay. Okay. So we got some more comments.
Candy Rain said, I was 14-year-old the last attempted whooping on me, and I stood up to my mom, and she backed down. I used to get my ass beat though.
Oh,
She backed down.
Let me tell you.
What?
Let me tell you about us.
Let me tell you about. Oh, never mind.
Let me tell you.
Do y'all know her real name? I'm not gonna say it.
Let me tell you about us. We're all where I'm in my late 20s, 30s.
I'm running.
Period. I try to stand up during the
Out the door.
I try to stand up during the whooping and make eye contact like that. Nikki is not backing down, okay?
Yeah.
I
She about to
might
take off her shoes. It's about to get nasty.
Okay. He's scared. This is a big fun.
No, she's scared you so much just yelling.
Listen.
No, for real. She got this voice.
She didn't have to beat us often because her voice, first of all, that look, that voice, all of that. But I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no standing up to a whooping with her.
And she's little.
Y'all read these comments from YouTube?
No,
Yeah,
I
y'all
don't
for
see
two.
them.
See the comments on YouTube.
Oh, I thought y'all was watching it. See?
Yeah, I was. It's
Oh,
only
but
two,
it
right?
wasn't nobody on there.
I only saw
Oh,
two.
shit. Hold on. Let me watch it.
So, anyway, ain't no standing up to a whooping with
My mom,
Nikki.
she said her mom's from the project.
Okay, I see
I
now.
was tired of getting beat.
Listen, our mom will beat us every time. The last
Okay,
time
so we
she
got
beat us,
a one on YouTube.
the last time she beat us, we'll be picking up 32 teeth off the
No,
floor.
for real.
Ain't no backing down.
Well,
None of
listen,
that.
me
None of
and
that.
Kemi never even bucked up, for
None
real.
of that.
And the little bit of what we got was enough.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm balling
That's all
up
I got to
immediately.
say. Balling up
So,
immediately.
Balling up.
alright, so I got a comment from Philip on YouTube. Whoopings come from slavery. Parents need to pay more attention to their children and be a better example.
I agree with this statement, but I'm telling you,
Slavery.
okay, I don't agree. I'm not sure about the whoopings from the slavery. I haven't done research to agree or make an opinion about that, but I definitely agree. That parents need to pay more attention to their children and lead by example. That's a fact. They need to do that for sure, and that will definitely determine your child's behavior. But even having said that, some stuff like you're still teaching them. You have to teach them right from wrong, good from bad. And sometimes they're stubborn and circumstantial little stuff. Like they can get a pop, they can get disciplined. Different kind of ways, not just whoopings. You know, we do time out, we take stuff away, punishment, like stuff like that. We do stuff like that. But sometimes they need a pop. That's just our opinion. That's how we go.
But also sometimes, remember when we talked about how narcissists aren't born, they're like made, and it's from learned behavior.
Yeah.
We have to always remember that sometimes we have to sit down and talk to them because
You have to pick and choose.
we can look at their situations a lot because they're kids and say, okay, just, all right, bye, just be quiet. It's not that serious, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it is that serious to them
To
because
them.
their world is this big
Small
to them.
right now,
Yeah.
So, a lot of times we're just gonna have to sit down and talk to them like, you know, I care about your feelings. Let them know that their feelings are cared for because parents want to teach them empathy. I had to say before I forget.
Right, and then after you do that, and
It's
they go
really
back
hard.
and do something after that. Okay, we done had this talk. I told
Right.
you. I
Now
told
you
you.
gotta get
Okay,
whooped.
I told you that I care about your feelings. You can be open with me. You can talk to me. But you went and did this anyway. After the first time, I didn't whoop you. I talked to you caringly and lovingly. This second time, come here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Come here.
So we didn't
Bring
have
the
this.
belt.
We
Bring
didn't
the
have
belt.
this talk last week. Oh yeah.
Hey, remember we had to go get the belt?
Have
Go
your
get the
parents
smallest, flimsiest belt.
have your parents sent you to go get the whooping tool? Y'all ever been to
Kenny
that?
Ray
The
said
shame
my
on?
mama from the projects. It would have been a battle.
She had
I
to
was
stand up
tired
for
of
her.
getting beat. Valerie said that's why it's important to start disciplinary actions early.
To Candy Rain, it would have been a battle. With our mom, it would have been a war.
No, for real.
Okay.
A whole
A
war.
whole war. It don't
War.
matter. It don't matter. If it ain't no I see you stood up to me. You're a woman now. I respect
No.
you.
Oh,
None
you
of
want to
that.
stand up to me?
None of that.
Beat us
No.
up.
None of that shit.
Oh, you
Real
wanna
good,
buck?
just like a girl.
That's her.
And I dare
That's
one of
how
y'all to
she
jump
said.
in. And I
Oh, you
dare one of
bucking
y'all
up
to
at
jump in.
Yeah, are
Okay?
you bucking up?
I'm telling you.
That's how she was
Picking
saying
up
for
all our
real.
damn teeth off the
I'm
floor.
getting scared just talking about it.
Talking.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she would be like that. Like, no, I'm not bucking
But that's
up.
why we
I'm
ain't
just
scared of
saying,
nobody.
Guys.
That's
I'm
why
not
we ain't
saying
scared of
nothing.
nobody.
I'm not saying nothing.
That's the
okay?
only lady we scared of.
Only lady.
Anybody can get it.
Period.
Anybody. So, but now I think it has passed our time.
Yeah, we're definitely past our time. Thank you everybody for joining Bam Bam
So
Chronicles.
long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great, so let me sing together. And now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friends.
All right, make sure. I forgot about the new button. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you share our page.
Start watch parties. Come back
Yes.
and join us again. Hopefully next Friday. If not, we'll have
Tell
to
them to
start taking you guys live.
Like
Like
and
and
subscribe
To
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Right here. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube as well.
All right. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Valerie.
Say bye.
Bye. Great.
This was fun.
Good show. Thank you, guys.